Hey there guys, welcome back to this week's quest as we continue our Heroquest campaign. So, we've got our spell cards all ready, we've got our heroes here. Now I will say that the reason this says continue here is because I tried recording this and got some really bad footage, but I've just set up in the front room. So we'll go ahead and treat this as though we're just starting.
Long ago, a powerful wizard by the name of Mellar created a talisman of lore that enhances the wearer's understanding of magic. It is rumored that Mellar hid the talisman in an underground laboratory at the heart of his maze, fearing it might be stolen by the evil minions of Zargon. As you search for the talisman, be aware of many traps and deadly monsters.
Okay, so we are searching for a talisman this time. Let's go into the quest. So as you can see, this is where I've set up from the previous recording, and that is as far as I have got. So this will be the last time that I will mention a little bit of how I'm playing the game, as by now I'm sure you've watched the previous videos. If you haven't, then why are you starting on this one? But if you enjoy this one, and you can go back and watch the others. Anyway, when there are no monsters on the board, the heroes move up to 6 squares each. If a hero opens a door and monsters are placed, then that hero finishes however moves he had up to that 6. The rest of the heroes will then roll. I can choose which order I want to play the heroes in for their turn, because it's just me, we're not going around a group. That way we can get heroes interacting a little bit more of how I need them to be. For example, if I want to buff the barbarian before he attacks, then I could maybe use the elf or the wizard, buff him up, and then go to the barbarian's turn. So I'll do their turn first and then his turn. So yeah, that's a quick overview of the sort of the custom rules that I'm using. So yeah, with that being said, let's start this adventure. Okay, so first thing we are going to do, obviously we can move 6, we're going to move it with the barbarian. So we'll move him to there for 2 and open the door. We will then have him move through. Yep, that one, and a block tile, or a walled tile. Let's move down so we can move 3 more, so we'll get into there, and that will be the end of his turn. Now I'm always forgetting to update the models on either the board or the app, so forgive me if I do that during the play. So that will be the end of his turn. We go on to the elf. Again, there's not much that we need to do, so we'll just move and fall in behind. I don't want to split the party. I probably should search for traps as well whilst I'm doing this, but I don't think I'm going to split the party. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll update him in a second, and then we'll bring in the wizard to fall in behind. So we've got dwarf and wizard. End turn. Let's go to Zargon's turn.
My goal is to destroy you, heroes. Hero's turn.
So that's 2 for there. We have a throne. And no monsters. Okay, let's put a door there, and no other doors. Okay, so what we'll do then, we'll come in 1, and we will search for traps first.
Barbarian searches the area for traps. No traps discovered.
Okay, so there and then there. That's his 5. And then I think that's it. That's all he can do. What we'll do is get the elf in. Now that we know there's no traps. And we'll have him search for treasure. Not treasure, sorry. Secret doors, because...
Elf searches for secret doors. No
nothing.
Secret doors found.
Okay, well, we'll end his turn. Let's get him in here. We'll get the dwarf in, search for treasure, and then if there's nothing, we'll have him go back up the other way. 4, 5, 6. Let's search for treasure then.
Dwarf searches the area for treasure.
Found a key. I'll read that out. You find Mellar's key on one of the shelves. With any luck, perhaps the wizard enchanted it as a skeleton key that may unlock any door, which we can unlock anyway, but never mind. The key the key disappears when you touch it, and the throne slides sideways, revealing a secret door. See, now it's telling me to move it to here. What if I had a hero there? Would he get squashed and take damage? If I can find the right tile, there we go. So that's that way, but that's good. Oh, there we go. I like how the tiles doesn't quite fit because you put that bit on the wall. Oh, it doesn't want to stay. Okay, that's the dwarf's turn. So we'll end his turn. And we'll get the wizard down. So what's he got? 5 to there, 6 gets him just in the room.
Now, feel the wrath of Zargon! Hero's turn.
Okay, well, we'll move the barbarian through that door then. Yes, we'll open the door. So that is the thingy table, if I get the right one. Is it the alchemist's bench? So it's not that one. Where is the alchemist's bench? There. That's there. I really wish they'd made the pieces this size. Oh, sorry, you can't see it on the camera. I wish that the pieces, these, took up as much space as they do on there. To me, these look a bit small, although they are oversized. They look, I don't know, it looks too small, like it should take up the full 6 tiles, but at the same time that would make it look too big for the heroes. So I think this should actually only take up 4 tiles and be bigger, is how I think furniture should work in this. Anyway, that's enough rambling. So we have a door here and a door going north. So we'll finish moving the barbarian, we'll move him in. Oh, gotta do that. Oh, and we've got some orcs. Okay, so we've got 3 orcs in here. 1, and they're guarding that door, so I'm guessing that is the way to go. So first thing we'll do, move. If he searches for traps, he's not going to be able to fight. We'll search for traps anyway. Oh no, we can't. Monsters are present, so we can't search for traps whilst monsters are in the room. In which case, let's just get up there and fight. So barbarian now gets 3 attacks. It's 3 defend. 1 hit, and orc defends with 2. And defended them both, so he's safe, and that's the end of barbarian's turn. Dwarf, yes, he can go there. And he'll attack that one. One hit. And no defend. There's the other dice. No defend. So that orc is dead.
The orc has died.
That's the end of the dwarf's turn. Next we'll move... Can we get the elf in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, no, they're not moving like that, are they? There's me moving 6. I shouldn't have done that with the dwarf either, my bad. So we got 8, that's better. What's that? 7, 8. There we go, get him right in front of the orc there. He attacks with 2. Both miss. And let's move him into position. Wizard's turn. Oh, for a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We'll get the wizard to step in here because he has a staff, which means he can attack diagonal. And he's going to attack this orc here. It's still only 1 dice. That's a hit. Oh, and no save. Go on, wizard, taking out the orc. That's what we like to see. And that will be the end of his turn. Oh, hang on, make sure we kill that orc.
The orc has been defeated. Sargon's turn. The orc misses.
Oh, that was lucky.
Hero's turn.
Okay, well the barbarian's going to attack the orc, obviously. All 3 hit. The orc can't defend that because he only has 2 defend dice, which means that is a kill.
The orc has been defeated.
Okay, let's move the barbarian. So we've got 1, 2... Well, that kind of just led round in a circle, didn't it? Is that it? Nothing else in there. Let's go in here. We'll search for treasure.
Barbarian searches the area for treasure.
So this
Draw
is the
a
card.
treasure card.
Ooh, some jewels. Nice. So that's 50 for the barbarian. That puts me to 205. And that card stays out of play. He's then just going to move his way back. So 1, 2, 3. Put him back in the same position. And then that will be his turn. So what we'll do now, we'll move the dwarf and have him come down and open that door. So there's a door here. And a dead end there, so that ain't gonna work. Oh, there's another door there, okay. There we go. Let's see, so that's 4, 5, 6. Let's have him go and open that door. So he's gone to here. Ooh, there is a zombie down in the corner. And he's moved his full movement, so he can't actually do anything. Okay, so end turn there. Now we roll the dice to move. That's a 6, so that is the elf. So, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets him just outside this door. And the wizard, let's have the barbarian and wizard. We'll have them go north. Oh, I've just ended the wizard's turn. He wasn't meant to do that. Okay, never mind. Okay, so, well, I can't go back and do anything now, so we'll end the turn.
Sargon's turn.
Oh yeah, that's one of the zombies. See if we can get that to focus. So that's the zombie there. I did paint this one. I do have a video for this, so make sure to check that out in the Heroquest playlist. I'll put the playlist up in the corner there if you want to see how I painted that. Oh, let's put him back in the right place. So he's moving to here to attack the dwarf.
The zombie misses. Hero's turn.
Okay, so we'll deal with the zombie first with the dwarf, and this is what I meant by I can choose how I do things. So the dwarf is going to attack and completely misses as the door frame gets in the way, and he smashes his axe into it. He's then going to move out of the way a little bit, just so the elf can get in and get an attack. Let's update his model here. Let's get the elf in there. So the elf, yeah, obviously enough because he's only moving 2 squares. He's then going to attack and misses as well. I think it's that door frame. That zombie's in a lucky place there. And that will end his turn. So now we've got the barbarian. Let's send the barbarian north. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get him just outside that door.
Barbarian triggers a trap.
Oh,
The floor
no.
gives way.
Let's mark that off down there. And it is a pit trap. The one time I don't check a room. So that's the end of his turn because he's fell into a bloody hole. Wizard, let's have you go. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gets him just outside the door. Ooh, a mummy. There's the mummy miniature. Again, this is available to see how I painted this in the playlist. So do check that out if you're interested. He's all the way down the other end. The wizard can't do anything. So we'll search for traps down this corridor most well. Oh no, there's monsters present, aren't there? So we can't. Okay. End turn. Now it's Sargon's turn.
My forces strike in great number. Try to defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
Oh, would help if I rolled the right dice. Get the right ones. Here we go. 1 shield. It was 2 hits, so he takes 1 point of damage. that's the dwarf, this is the elf. So he's down to 5. Update it on here. And the mummy moves 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Did I put that in the wrong space? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 4 spaces that he's moved.
Hero's turn.
Right, so first of all, I do need to update the barbarian's body points. There we go. Let's roll for him, see if we can get him down to that zombie. 3 points. 1, 2, 3, or 3 spaces, I should say. Oh, that didn't do much, did it? Let's have the elf attack this zombie. 1 point. And zombies defend with 3, but fail. What's his hit points? He does only have 1 body point, so he's dead.
The zombie has been defeated.
Brilliant. That means we can move the elf into the room. And he can't do anything with any actions or anything, because obviously, actually, we'll leave him out. We'll move the dwarf in there because he can actually do something. So, get the dwarf there, and then we'll search for traps first.
Dwarf searches the area for traps. No traps discovered.
That'll be the end of his turn. And I didn't update the barbarian or the wizard from before. My bad, guys. Told you I forget these things. And the dwarf is now here. So the wizard, where are we moving? Oh, nice. Double 6s. We've got a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think actually we'll move 7.
Wizard triggers a trap.
Oh no!
The ceiling gives way.
Place the falling block tile on the game board under your hero miniature. So that's that one. Where are we putting it? You must roll 3 combat dice. For each skull rolled, you suffer 1 body point of damage. Oh no. 1 point. That's not too bad. Wizard doesn't have much though. Not the guy to be having that happen to. Where is that? That is right on the edge of that room there. Didn't even get far. Okay, so what it's asking me is tap to select a destination space. Falling block is now a permanent block in the game. Your decision is critical as you could become trapped forever or cut off from the rest of the heroes. End your turn. So I'm going to choose to come back. I do not want the wizard on that side on his own. So the wizard jumps back as this pile of ceiling comes crumbling in, damaging him a little bit, twisting his ankle as he dives out of the way. But that is the end of his turn. So now we've got Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn. Hero's turn.
Oh, Zargon doesn't do anything because that is in the way, and so the mummy over there doesn't count as active. Okay, it looks like we're coming back down into this room then. So Barbarian first. Now there is a monster on the board, but because Zargon doesn't get a turn, I'm not going to count it as on the board. So Barbarian will get his 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he went around the trap. Elf will move up to this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gets him to the door. We'll open it. So we have 1 there, And an open door there. Oh, a gargoyle. Oh, damn. We need the barbarian down here. What can the elf do? Pass through rock skin. Yep, he's going to need to cast rock skin because that gargoyle is going to attack him as soon as it can. So he does have one more space he can move. So he'll move there. So displayed in the centre of the room is a stone statue of a gargoyle. Oh, okay, it's a stone statue. Use the gargoyle miniature to represent the stone statue. Ah, it's not a... Okay, cool. Right, so we'll move him into the room then. Whew. I thought I was going to have to defend myself. Let's end his turn. We'll have the dwarf search for treasure whilst he's in this room.
Dwarf searches the area for treasure. Draw a treasure card.
Ah, wandering monster. And it is a zombie. Again. So he smashed, or the elf smashed the zombie. The dwarf, thinking it was safe, entered the room just for the zombie to reanimate.
Sargon's turn. Try to defend yourself. Dwarf, roll your defend dice.
No defense. We did send a door flying though. So he takes 1 point of damage.
There is dread in the unknown.
Okay, so one way that the app messes up, guys, is after a wandering monster, what is supposed to happen, at least if I'm understanding the rules correctly, the monster appears, attacks, and then you continue with the heroes. What the app does is it attacks properly, but it counts it as Zargon's turn and gives the heroes a full fresh start, which isn't supposed to happen because obviously it's only attacking for that time. So what I'm going to do, because we have moved the elf and I want to play it the right way, we'll end the elf's turn again, and then that way we've got the dwarf. He can't search for treasure because he can't attack the the zombie because he searched for treasure, so he is going to run away screaming. That's a 8, so we're going to have him come running all the way down to the elf. Zombie, run! And he's going to leave the elf to deal with it at the door. Ah, gargoyle! Nope, it's a statue. Okay, barbarian. Let's get him down and deal with this zombie. That's better. We've got 10. Oh, that brings him perfectly to here. And then we're going to swing our sword, cleave this zombie in half. Oh, look at that. Come on. Not a single save, and it's only 1 body point, so it is dead.
The zombie has died.
The zombie has died. Talk about voice change. Okay, that leaves it for the barbarian. That room's already been searched, so now we can do the wizard. Let's get him down there. For 5 movement, so he moves just next to the pit trap. Obviously he's not going to try and jump it.
Sargon's turn. Hero's turn.
Okay, let's get the We'll do the barbarian first. Oh, there's no monsters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts him outside the door. Then we'll do the wizard and get him down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Puts him just in front of the table. And I do believe nothing was actually searched in this room treasure-wise. So,
Wizard
treasure.
searches the area
Nice.
for treasure.
You found a potion of healing. You find a half-filled potion of healing on the alchemist's bench. It restores up to 2 lost body points when consumed. Add this to your character sheet. I think potion of healing works different to that. Potion of healing will put 2 points, so we know it's 2 BP, so we know it restores 2 body points. Okay, so that's the end of his turn. Nice find, wizard. Let's do the elf then. So we'll bring the elf to the door. Ooh, a treasure chest. Let's replace that with an open door. Oh, and 3 skeletons. So we've got 1 there, 1 there, and 1 here. Let's get you guys so you can see where there, and here is. Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, gargoyle oh great. As you open the door, the gargoyle statue springs to life and attacks. Well, it hasn't attacked, but okay. Let's see. So do I want to attack the gargoyle with the elf? The elf has 2 moves remaining, so we're going to move him into the corner and attack this skeleton. 2 hits. Skeleton saves with 2. 2 misses. So we'll move him in.
Elf triggers a trap.
Never mind, that didn't count.
Way.
Now that's wrong. You can't search for traps until you're in a room. How could I have searched for that? That's sneaky. Pit trap right in the doorway. So the elf doesn't kill the skeleton. Instead, he takes a body point of damage. I think that's how you do the traps, isn't it? I did skip past that. Yes, it was. It was the 3 dice for the thing up there. So he takes a body point of damage and has to end his turn, leaving us with the dwarf. So the dwarf is gonna... we need to... Yep, nice and easy. So he's just gonna come and smash into the gargoyle's side. Here we go. 1 hit, and the gargoyle saves with 5. And saved it. And that will end his turn. This is not going to be good.
Sargon's turn.
Come on, skeleton, you can't hit the elf. He's down in a pit. What are you going to do? Poke him?
Defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
Clearly poking, swinging down at his head with the scythe. It was 1 hit, and it's 1 save, so that's fine. No extra damage there for now. Although this skeleton's going to take a swing at him.
Try to defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
So that was 2 hits and no saves. Oh, the elf is on 2 body points left. And please don't hit it.
Try to defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
Oh, that was lucky. Only 1 hit, but it blocked twice or saved twice. Thank God for that extra dice from the helmet.
Try to defend yourself, dwarf. Roll your defend dice.
That's 2 hits. And... oh, that rolled, but it's 1 save. So that's 1 point of damage. That reminds me, I need to update the elf as well.
Without mentor.
Let's update the elf quickly. He's on 2 now. There. Okay. Well, I'm assuming if they can hit him, he can hit them. So he's going to attack this one here. No, he's not. He's going to cast Rock Skin on himself. And then he's going to move back out of that room. So we know we've got Rock Skin, we'll leave that there. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get back into this corner. And then that's the end of his turn. Barbarian's going to come in and smash that gargoyle, hopefully. 7. There we go. 3 attack. 1 hit. 5 defend. And it fails. Good. So that's 1 point of damage on the gargoyle. Let's move the barbarian and update him. End his turn. Right, come on, dwarfy boy. 2 hits. Oh, he saved 1. Otherwise, that would have killed him. So that's 1 more damage. And that's the end of his turn. And now we've got the wizard. Can we get the wizard down there? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll get him to there. And Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn.
Okay, update the miniature. So this one moves through. This is getting very cramped down here. Oh, get in there. There we go.
Defend yourself, barbarian. Roll your defend dice.
And that's 2 saves, and he only wounded once, so that's fine. Okay, this one, I love how they just ignore the traps, but never mind.
Try to defend yourself, barbarian.
Oh, thank God that wasn't on the elf.
Defend dice.
So that's 2 hits and no defend. Oh, we were on 7, 6, 5. Let's update that. Update the skeleton's position. Oh no, who's he trying to attack?
Defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
Well, luckily he's got rock skin, so that hero may throw 1 extra combat device when defending. The spell is broken when the hero suffers 1 point of body damage. So the skeleton just did 2 on him. Let's save them both and we'll be good to go. 1. That sucks. That means he takes a point of body damage. Putting him down to 1 point. And Rockskin is now done.
Try to defend yourself, barbarian. Roll your defend dice.
Okay, so that was 1 hit on the barbarian. And 1 save. That was lucky.
Hero's turn.
Right, first things first. Elf. We are going to cast Heal Body. Restores up to 4 body points. So he's on... That will put him back up to 5. Let's do that quickly. And that is that spell done. You can't do anything else at the minute, so that'll be his turn done. Now we'll do the barbarian is going to attack the gargoyle. 2 hits, and the gargoyle is going to save. No, he's not. There you go, gargoyle's dead.
The gargoyle has died.
Okay, barbarian can stay there. Dwarf is going to move up. He only has to move 2 spaces, so I won't roll for it. That's the minimum that he can roll. And then he's going to attack that skeleton there. And miss. That's the end of his turn. The wizard is going to attack the skeleton in front of him for a hit. The skeleton gets 2 defend dice and fails to save. How many body points does it get? 1, so it is dead.
The skeleton has died.
Wizard isn't doing too bad at the minute. And then we'll move him onto... Right, we'll move him over between the dwarf and the barbarian. Oh, I didn't update the dwarf. That's fine. Okay, so Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn. Defend yourself, barbarian. Roll your defend dice.
He got 2 hits on me. The barbarian takes another 2 points of damage. That's 3.
Defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
2 hits and 1 save. So we are down to 4 points again. Oh, this is a tough quest, this one. Really testing them. So he's done.
Hero's turn.
Right, elf first. Let's get rid of this skeleton. 1 hit. And fails to save. That's the skeleton dead.
The skeleton has died.
We can't move him yet, so that'll be the end of his turn. Barbarian, take a swing at the skeleton. Let's just update the dwarf from last time. So barbarian, no hits. Dwarf, 1 hit. Can it defend? No, it doesn't. Skeleton is dead.
The skeleton has died.
Okay. Right. So out of the rooms, we haven't searched this room for treasure because the gargoyle was in it and I didn't think because it became a monster. We know we've got treasure in this room. So we've got the wizard has his turn left. The barbarian, the dwarf just killed the thing, so wizard can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put him here. We don't have a disarm kit, so we can't disarm the trap. You must have enough movement spaces. Roll 1 attack dice. Oh, oh no, that's fine. That's a save. You jumped the trap. So,
Wizard triggers a trap.
Careful. I wouldn't want you to get stuck.
That's alright. We dodge quickly as he jumps over. An arrow shoots out of the wall and he dives forward into the last square. Okay. Zargon, let's go through you.
Sargon's turn. Your hope is in vain, heroes.
Not really, because, you know, we're here. So we'll do the wizard's turn. Oh, he can move 6, can't he? So 1, 2. Do we search for treasure when next to it?
Wizard searches the area for treasure.
2 points of body damage. That puts him down to 1. That is not good. 144 gold in there, though. Go on, wizard. Bloody hell, he's got 219 already, so that's 350, 363. Wow. He's racking it up. Put him there, so that's that. He searched for treasure. He can't do anything else in this room, but I do want to search for some hidden doors. There's got to be something, because we can't get across up the board up there anymore. This is blocked here, so if we want to discover anything, we're going to have to come around somewhere. So we'll get the barbarian. Yeah, that's the end of his turn. So we'll get the barbarian in. He can move 6. 1, 2, 3. Is that going to spring that trap again? Let's disarm that one, or jump that one rather. Oh, he takes a point of body damage and fell into the pit. This barbarian puts him down to 2. The wizard made it look so easy. He thought he'd give it a go, and yeah, misjudged it. Okay, so the elf. Let's see. We need to do some mass healing here, because the wizard is on 1 body point, but he does have the healing potion to use. The barbarian is on 2. The dwarf is on 5 and the elf is on 4, so it's okay at the minute. Let's search for a treasure. Aha, really? While you are searching, a hidden arrow shoots you from the wall and strikes you. You lose 1 body point and your turn is over. So that's the elf down to 3. And that's his turn over, typical. And the dwarf is left, so we'll move him into that bottom room. Let's see if he can jump the barbarian and not land in the pit with him. Yes, that's fine. He makes it across, jumps over, doing a somersault, waving at the barbarian as he does, lands here and searches for secret doors.
Dwarf searches for secret doors. No secret doors found.
There are none, which means the only place left would be this room here, or maybe the room at the top there. That's the only place I can think. Oh, actually, no. With the other side of, yeah, we can still we can come down this way, can't we? I didn't even notice that. Okay. Well, that will end his turn.
My forces strike in great number. Hero's turn.
Right, so let's get the barbarian. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts him to there. Elf. Oh, I didn't need to roll, did I? 6. That'll get him outside. Oh, he's ended his turn now though, so we'll put him there. So the elf can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing down that corridor. I know that the wizard does have some healing spells. So what has he got? Water of healing. That will restore 4 body points. He'll use that on the barbarian as he comes through. So he's going to use the potion of healing on himself that he's got for 2 body points. So that puts him up to 3. Raise that. He can then move 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna jump it, hopefully. Oh, yes, white shield. And he's going to cast Water of Healing. Restores up to 4 lost body points on the barbarian. So he is now back up to 6. And that is that spell burnt. And then the dwarf will get up behind the barbarian, assuming he doesn't land in that pit. He lands in the pit. Typical. So he is down to 4. Damn it. Oh, let's move that door back.
Sargon's turn. Hero's turn.
Okay, so we'll move the barbarian first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get him just in front of the elf. No, let's search for traps.
Be warned, heroes.
Oh, this seems suspicious. Okay, so there is something here. What do I put for that? Is there a token? Oh, it's that one, isn't it? With the weird face on it. There. So that's going to end his turn. Now I don't have a trap disarm kit. Okay, so I did just double check it, and the dwarf does have the ability to disarm traps. So what we'll do, we'll get the dwarf out there. 1, 2, 3. We'll have the elf come up and stop there. The dwarf can now come out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the end here. So we'll get the dwarf down again.
Now, feel the wrath of Sargon. Hero's turn.
That places him there. Now I'm not actually going to do anything else with the others other than move the wizard down. So I'll move him behind the barbarian. And then go to Zargon's turn so it cycles back through
Sargon's turn. Hero's turn.
So the dwarf is going to move to here. And disarm the trap. No. Move your token onto an unsprung trap space or tap an unsprung treasure chest to attempt to disarm the trap. Okay. So if I move on to that with this is another thing where the app goes wrong, guys. Oh no, it didn't. So I can attempt to disarm. Roll 1 attack dice. We've got a skull.
Trap disarmed.
Oh, brilliant. There we go, we'll put that there to represent a disarmed trap. And then he can continue the rest of his moves. So 3, 4, 5, 6 will get him to the corner. have a couple of doors. One there, and a dead end here. Oh, and another door. Why did it do the door? That's weird. Okay, 2 doors for the same room. Oh, and a zombie in between these 2 doors. And then, yep, he's on the end there, so that's the end of his turn. Barbarian is going to come down. 1, 2. Oh, nope, there's now a zombie on the board. Barbarian needs to roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some just behind the dwarf. The elf is going to just come down to where the trap is, so it doesn't need to roll. And then the wizard, what's that, 9, so he's going to come up here. Okay, so then we have the end of their turn.
My forces strike in great number. Hero's turn.
Okay, dwarf or barbarian, let's have a look. I didn't update the dwarf's health, I don't think, on the app. No, there we go. Let's have the barbarian move up. Yep, he's going to come in and see if he can get rid of this zombie. 1 hit and no defend. Let's move him up there, get rid of that there.
The zombie has been defeated.
Okay, that's the end of his turn. The dwarf is now going to run up and open that first door. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't need to roll actually because there's no monsters on the table. Torture rack. Ooh. 5. Let's get him 1 into that room. And then end. No, he's only moved, so he can actually search for traps.
Be warned, heroes.
Oh, I'm so glad I came in through that door. The token got taken off the board because the trap's gone, so we'll do that. And we'll put that one there. And we won't be using that door. That is the end of his turn. Let's move the elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll move the wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Get some just behind the elf.
Sargon's turn. Hero's turn.
Okay, first let's have the dwarf search this room for... We'll go for secret doors first.
Dwarf searches for secret
Nothing.
doors. No secret doors found.
Okay, so there's no secret doors. We know there's a trap just down here behind this one, so we're not going to use that door. So what we'll do, we'll end the dwarf's turn there, and we'll use the barbarian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get the barbarian to there. We'll do the same with the elf. Now let's see, the elf is only on 3 body points. We'll get him up to the door and then open it and then move him on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets them to the door. So we have a cupboard here and a door here. Oh, and that's an open door. Let's have him move in 1, and then he can search for traps.
Elf searches the area for traps. No traps discovered.
Good. So now we can get the wizard, and he'll fall in right on that door there. That's the end.
Sargon's turn. Hero's turn.
Okay, dwarf first because I know I want to search for treasure in here.
Dwarf searches
Let's
the
have a
area
look.
for treasure.
Oh,
Draw a
nice, some
treasure
gold.
card.
25 gold for the dwarf. He's now on 85. And then we'll move him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't get him to the into this room because the dwarf he'll land on the elf's spot. But we can now go to the elf, who will search for treasure. Oh, sorry, I've got the barbarian highlighted. So on there, search for treasure.
Elf searches the area for treasure. Draw a treasure card.
No hazard. You fall into a shallow hole, losing 1 body point and ending your turn. Really? And that gets added back to the deck. So oh, actually does that. You may climb, return this card to the deck. It doesn't say about anything putting anything down there, so I don't think it becomes a permanent trap. But yeah, his turn's now ended. Okay, let's move the barbarian in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gets him up to that corner. I forgot to update the dwarf on the app. And then the wizard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets him up to the door. Really? What's that? Oh, it's a skeleton waiting for him. And he can't actually do or move anywhere. This isn't good. Now he can attack diagonally, but I don't know if you can do it through a door, so I'm just going to check the rules on that, guys, okay? So yes, it turns out we can attack diagonal through a doorway, which means the wizard can attack that skeleton. So come on, see if you can take him out in 1 hit. There, and he defends with 2, so just so you guys can see. Let's move the camera a little bit. Okay, and then we'll move this a little bit. So yeah, let's see if he defends, and he did. Damn, that's the end of his turn.
Sargon's turn. The skeleton misses.
Oh, that was lucky. Oh, that zombie's now in play, is he? Oh, mummy, sorry. So that means that whole area of the board, all of this must be open.
Hero's turn.
Okay, so wizard first. We may as well have him attack and then move out the way. Nope. So now we'll have him move. 1, 2, 3. That'll bring him down here. End his turn. Let's get the barbarian into place. Get him here. Okay, that's a bit weird that that's revealed that, because he hasn't come out yet. It's treated him like he stepped into there, and it shouldn't have done. Otherwise, all of that should have revealed when the wizard opened the door. So there's a dead end just up, just off screen. Oh no, it's just on the screen there. Okay, so barbarian is going to attack. 3 hits, awesome. That means the skeleton is dead because he can only defend 2 of them, and he only has 1 body point.
The skeleton has been defeated.
Barbarian can't move because he already had. Right, let's get the dwarf is in the wrong place on here. I hadn't updated him from before. No, we don't want to open that. So we'll do his turn now. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Puts him next to the barbarian. And the elf. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets him just into the corridor here. So we've got pass through rock now. If a hero ends their move in one of these areas, they'll trap forever. So what are the chances of this room? It's a bit risky, isn't it? We'll do it only if he knows what he can see. So we'll end his turn there.
Minions of dread, do my bidding! Hero's turn.
Right, barbarian first. 4. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Elf. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get him to the corner, and then we'll have him search for traps. There's nothing up that corridor then. So we'll have him search for traps just in case.
Elf searches the area for traps. No traps discovered.
Good. Dwarf. For a total of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the wizard. Wow, this wizard is definitely fast. Okay, let's end the hero's turn. So the mummy is moving down here. Where's that? That's the second square down.
Careful.
Okay, let's move that to there and reposition this camera. Okay, let's see. Barbarian first. Oh, I didn't move the wizard on the board. 3, is that it? 1, 2. He can't even move. He's going to land on the elf. So the barbarian just stumbles into the back of the wizard, and they all sort of shuffle forward. So that'll be the end of his turn. This would be for the elf. And let's see, I'm just going to move this up out of the way, because I'm not sure how high we're going to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here. Oh, we've got another mummy. Great. Oh, and a door there. Okay. So there is a door here. And a dead end just beyond it. I'm going to guess this is the room we've got to go in. I'm glad there's not a thing there. Monster on outside that door. That elf would be screwed. He's only got 3 body points left. Okay, end turn. Let's get the dwarf hopefully halfway up there. Yes. So he's going to go 4 and stay there. Let's move him. So he's there. And there we go.
Sargon's turn. Defend yourself, dwarf. Roll your defend dice.
That's 2 hits on him. And he didn't save any. Oh. That puts the dwarf down to 2 body points left. That is not good.
Hero's turn.
Okay, barbarian. No, we're gonna have to move the dwarf first. So we'll move the dwarf to here. And end turn. Then we'll get the barbarian up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, he just about makes it. And he's going to attack that mummy. That's 2 hits. And no defend. How many body points? And it has 2 body points, so it's dead.
The
Awesome.
mummy has been defeated.
Okay, we'll end his turn. The barbarian is going to stay there. Now this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the barbarian can charge up. So he'll move to here, and then the barbarian can charge up and attack him, which means we can get the wizard in next to the dwarf. There we go. Right, now the elf has 3 body points, and if I open that door, whatever is in that room is going to come and attack him. He's not going to survive it. So we'll end the turn for them both there.
Sargon's turn.
There we go.
There is dread in the unknown.
Yep, he can move up and attack it and miss. Bam. Dwarf only has 2 body points, and I do not want him dying. There is pass-through rock I could use. We've got ball of flame, fire of wrath, genie. We could. Let's move him up there so he's there. Yes, let's send the wizard in if we can get him there. This is going to be stupid, but here we go. So he's got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 2 bookshelves and a table. So that whole bottom wall isn't movable. and there is a table right in the way as well. Okay. Oh, so we've got 2 skeletons, 2 zombies, and a mummy. That's not good. We're going to have to lure them out the corridor. So we've got them there. A zombie behind. A zombie here. And a mummy down here. So the wizard can attack diagonal, which means he could attack, but then he's going to need to run. Let's do ball of flame on the skeleton. So we want wizard. We're going to cast a spell. No, we'll do the other one. What is it? Fire Wrath? Fire of Wrath, because that only inflicts 1 body point. And I think, if I'm right, zombies have 1, skeletons have 1. Yeah, and then the mummy has 2. So we'll do Fire of Wrath instead. The skeleton. Failed. Good.
The skeleton has been defeated.
So that's that spell burnt. And he can't move, so he's going to have to take a hit. Elf could move in and attempt to take one out. He's on 3 body points, but he does have 3 defend dice, which makes him tougher than the... So yeah, he's going to move here, and then here. He's going to attack the zombie and miss. This is not good. So he's there. The dwarf is going to move in. 1, 2, 3, because he's got the defense, and then he's going to try and hit that skeleton. 2 hits, and the skeleton has 2 defend dice. Defends 1, which means he dies.
The skeleton has died.
This is going to be close. I hope they will survive. Oh, I didn't update him. That's going to be a problem. This is why I don't like the app, that you can't go backwards and undo it. But that's fine. What we'll do, if he attacks the wizard, we'll count it as the dwarf instead. Because I know that zombie's going to move up. Okay, so the mummy is moved up behind the zombie. Good. That stops him from being able to do anything.
Try to defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
1 defend, but he did hit twice, so that's 1 wound. That brings him down to 2. Yep, that one did. It moved right where I thought it would. It's now where the barbarian is. The dwarf should be.
Defend yourself, elf. Roll your defend dice.
Right, so that's got to be on the barbarian, on the dwarf, because obviously he's positioned it here on the app and is attacking this way. He can't attack diagonal, which means he has to attack the dwarf. And he did hit twice, but we've defended twice, so that's no damage there.
Defend yourself, barbarian. Roll your defend dice.
Defended. It was only one damage, or 1 wound, 1 hit.
Hero's turn.
Okay, so what we need to do is use the dwarf to attack the zombie, and if we kill it, then that means we can move that dwarf back into its right position on the app. 2 hits, and no saves. I think they are. Oh, they're 1 body point, so that's that one gone.
Zombie has been defeated.
That allows me to move the dwarf into position there. And we'll actually leave him there, because we're now going to move the... So we'll end his turn, he's not being used. Wizard, I want to try and get him down. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not going to get him enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the mummy's slow, it won't be able to get up to him, so that's good. So we'll end his turn with him there. 1, 2. Oh no, what, back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put him here, which means he isn't close enough to attack the wizard. Barbarian, let's take out this mummy. 1 hit, and they are 4 defend dice. And it saved it twice. Let's get these dice over here. That mummy is being tough. Elf. Well, we've still got the elf, it's still got a fight, so 1 hit, and no defend. Now we've got a problem though. So he's killed that.
The zombie has died.
He can still move. He's on 2 hit points, and so, or body points, and so is the dwarf. What do we do? Let's move him. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should have moved the dwarf back and out. That zombie wouldn't be able to attack then.
Minions of dread, do my bidding!
Come on, dwarf, save it.
Defend yourself, dwarf. Roll your defend dice.
He just got 3 hits. Oh no. Crap. I should have used Whirlwind from the wizard. Or sleep and put that to sleep. And I've still got Ball of Flame as well. That did not go to plan. Okay, you may immediately use any potion in your possession which restores life, such as a healing potion, to raise your body points. Spellcasters with an available healing spell who have not performed their turn's action may cast the spell upon themselves to restore body points. So a spellcaster can't actually do it on another one. You are out of the game for the rest of the quest. You may, however, rename your hero and play them as a new character in the next quest. Armour, weapons and treasure that belong to you prior to death can be picked up by any other hero in the room with you. Warning, if there are no other heroes in the room or corridor with you when you die, any monster in the room or corridor with you claims your possessions. It may not, however, use them. They are removed from the game. Okay, so the dwarf has gone down, and as I said in the first episode, I don't want the killing of them in this, because what is the point? All I'm going to do is basically get another dwarf in the next quest. He's going to start with this dwarf's helmet, he's going to start with this dwarf's gold, and it's going to be like being this dwarf. Now I could use the alternative models, so this is what we'll do, guys. You can decide, did he die here? And what we can do is play the intro quests for the other characters from the expansions, so we have a selection of heroes to choose from. They play their solo quests, that introduces them into the game where they catch up with these heroes, and then work from there, bringing with them their spells if they have any. So that's option 1. Play a hero quest. Play a quest for an expansion hero. So play an expansion quest for a new hero. Or have the dwarf count as knocked unconscious and just taken out. Or use an alternate sculpt dwarf if I have one. I do have some Dungeons and Dragons ones, so I could use one of them, and that will represent a new dwarf. Your choice, guys. Let me know down in the comments, and by the time I film the next quest, we will choose whether we are doing an expansion quest for a solo hero, or we are using the same dwarf or replacing the dwarf with an alternative sculpt model. Okay, so yep, dwarf has died. Let's mark that just down to 0 so we know he did die, and we'll assume that the elf picked his stuff up. But yeah.
The dwarf has died. Defend yourself, barbarian. Roll your defend dice.
Oh, these guys are definitely hitting hard. That was 3 hits. And no saves. Oh! That's the barbarian down to 3. Oh, I hadn't put him up when I healed him, so he is down to 3 anyway.
Hero's turn.
Okay, this barbarian needs to kill this mummy. 1 hit. And no save. That's 1 wound. He's then going to move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, get off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knowing that the mummy can only move 4. So that's going to protect him. Okay, so the elf can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and hit it. Or we can have the wizard do ball of flame on it. All he has to do is be able to move to here. So we'll roll and see what we get. 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, gets them all the way behind him. To there. He's then going to cast ball of flame on that mummy.
Spellbreak is successful.
Oh, that's not good because now he's there in the open. Gonna have to get the elf over there to fight. So ball of flame has been used. Yes, so he can make it. He's then going to attack. 2 hits. Come on. No saves. Oh, thank you. So that's 2 hits. He is dead.
The mummy has died. Sargon's turn.
Okay, mummy made it to there.
Hero's turn.
We're going to go with the wizard. We're going to try and get him out to buff that barbarian. So he's going to move to here. He's then going to cast courage. which gives the barbarian an extra 2 combat dice. So we'll end his turn there. Barbarian's going to move down and attack with 5 dice. Two hits. Mummy will defend with 4 dice and defend one of them, taking 1 wound. It already has 1. It is destroyed. Perfect.
The mummy has been defeated.
Okay, so that's the end of his turn. Now I'm assuming the treasure is going to be in this room, hopefully. Let's search for treasure.
Searches the area for treasure. Artifact found. Quest goal achieved.
There we go, we found the artifact. So where is it? What do we get with this thing? Is this the artifacts? No, this is the artifacts deck. Let's have a look. So courage did get used, that's burnt. So what have we got? The Talisman of Lore. There we go. This magical medallion increases your mind points by 1 for as long as it's worn. So we'll give that to the... The wizard has 6 mind points. I think we'll give it to the barbarian. Simply because he's only got 2 mind points and that will buff him a little bit better.
You must find your way to the spiral stairway to reach safety and continue on your quests.
Okay, so what we'll do then, let's bring this in so you guys can see what I'm about to do. I've done it with the previous quests. So what we'll do is basically we'll end the turn here.
Sargon's turn. Abandon your quest now, or meet your end.
So now all we're going to do is just drag one as far as we can go and get him all the way back to the beginning, and then do the same for the others. And then once all 3, or once the 3rd one is going through, we'll jump back and then we can see what happens. So I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Okay, so he's finally back, and that is all of them out.
You have done well, brave heroes.
You escape Mellar's mace with the Talisman of Lore, preventing it from falling into the wrong hands. You are successful in your quest.
Prepare for future quests, my friends. Select a quest.
Okay, so we lost a hero. The heroes that we have available, if you guys want to have some extra heroes that we can choose from, we have the Druid, the Bard, the alternate Elf from Frozen Horror, and the alternate Barbarian. I think that is all that there are for the expansions that I have. So let me know down in the comments which one you would like to see, if you want to see one of those quests. Okay, so yeah, those are the 4 expansions. Leave a comment for which one you would like to see, and whichever one gets commented the most or liked the most is the one that we will do. And if you don't want to see them yet and we want to do them later on, then you can comment to replay the dwarf or alternate model the dwarf, and then we'll use a different model to represent a new dwarf. Again, the heroes do not have names yet, guys, so let me know down in the comments as well some names. 1 comment per character and name, so go Elf and then whatever you want to name him as 1 comment. If you want to name multiple ones, do them as multiple comments. And again, whichever name and character matches get matches, then obviously that will be the one chosen along with the number of likes. So yeah, working out gold now. So we've got 363 for the wizard, 95 with the elf plus the dwarf's 85, and 205 for the barbarian, for a total of, if I can do the math, 3, 6, that would be 748, I believe. So 748 gold total. Just note that down there. Let's have a look at what equipment we can buy for a couple of these guys. So they shields is only 150. May not be used with the axe or the staff or by the wizard. So we could give a shield to the barbarian. What axe does the dwarf start with? He doesn't. He starts with a short sword. So we could do a battle axe, but then he'll get 4 combat dice but can't use the shield because it's a 2-handed one. We've got potion of speed. We've got the long sword for 350 gold. And what did I say we had? 748. And we can use the long sword with the shield. We've got chainmail for 500. I'm just thinking if we buff up, we can't buff up the dwarf because obviously we have nothing, no dwarf yet, no character. What I would like to have done would be to have buffed up the dwarf. So we could give the dwarf the hand axe and shield. That's 350 points. 350 gold. That leaves us with 398, which means we could give the shield to the barbarian or a longsword. He can't do chainmail. Braces can't be done with combined with the helmet and or shield. Oh, 550. That's an extra defend dice. Let's give that to the wizard. So the wizard is actually going to get braces. So that's 550 gold. That leaves us with 200 and or 199, 198. I think that's right. So what we'll do, that will give us enough to buy a shield. So I think what we'll do, we'll buy the braces for the wizard, that's a given. And then the remaining amount we'll buy a shield for either, well, basically one of the 3 remaining heroes, depending on who we get. In fact, let's spend that money because we can always move the shield over to somebody. So we'll give the elf the shield because he has the lower body points. So he gets a shield. And the wizard will get the braces. Okay, so the wizard's got the braces. That gives him 3 defend dice now, which is better. And the shield gives an extra defend dice to the elf, so he's now got 4 defend dice. Otherwise we'll give it to the dwarf if we come back, but the elf does have fewer starting points, body points. So gold wise, that was a total of 5, 6, 700. So that leaves us with 48 gold. We'll mark that onto the wizard and scrap the gold from everywhere else. So that's 48 gold remaining, and everybody else is skint. So we're going to have to do some more treasure hunting. Oh, but the barbarian does get the talisman of law, so we'll mark that under armor. There you go. So that one, let's get rid of his gold, and we'll get rid of the dwarf's gold. So yeah, that's the end of it, guys. I know this quest was a little bit of a longer one. Thank you ever so much for watching through to the end. If you've enjoyed this, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you are enjoying the series, as well as the painting videos, which can be found with this link up here, then make sure to hit subscribe as well. And I shall catch you next time. So remember, as always, take it easy, keep painting those minis and playing those games.